Thank you and welcome to my video. In this video, we are going to discuss about product backlog. If you are a tech founder, then make sure that you watch this video till the end because in this video, we are going to discuss a lot of things about the product backlog, like how to create the product backlog and how to manage the product backlog and the quick tips that you can manage your product backlog very quickly, and also you can definitely give the right direction to your product. So if you are watching my video first time, then hi, my name is Amit. I'm you can say that helping startup founders to deliver the customer centric product. So let's go ahead and discuss about the product backlog. Now in this video we are going to discuss about mainly the four things. The first thing is what is product backlog. Second is how to create a product backlog. Fourth is managing a product backlog, and fourth is who is involved in this product backlog. See guys, if you are a tech founder, then you have to keep in mind that product backlog is my backbone of my product. Okay, you have to really watch this, what is going on in this product backlog, how the things are evolving, how we are managing and creating the product backlog. So in this video we are going to discuss about all these things. So let's go ahead and discuss about one by one. First is what is product backlog. So as I told, this is the product backlog is the backbone of your product. So product backlog is the, you can say, the whole thing that whatever you want to build in your product, that contains all the things, like all the features or the bugs or whatever, what should be the priority of all these things. If you want to learn more about product backlog or Scrum artifacts, then you can watch my video. I will give you the link in the description. So this is something like, you can say that this is the backbone of your product. So you have to be always take care for the product backlog. Now let's discuss about how to create a product backlog. In this video I'm going to tell you step-by-step processes where you can create your product backlog. So now let's go ahead and discuss about creating a product backlog. The first step is start with product vision. Okay, because if you start with the product vision, okay, then definitely you will definitely get the benefit. Team will get the benefit. Team will know that what we are going to build, how the things are happening, and all these things. So first thing that you should start with the product vision. Now next is identifying the identify the epic and features, right? Okay, so in this product backlog, if you are starting this, you have to be very clear what are the features we are going to build. Let's suppose if you are building a you can say that shopping app or a shopping platform for multi vendors, then you have to be very clear that what are the features we need to, like login, register, vendor registration, product upload, like you can say that category upload, whatever it is, category management system, whatever the feature you want to build it, you have to first identify and list down all the feature. Okay, now first thing. Next is writing the user story. Write the user story. Guys, this is also one important part in your product backlog. Write the correct user story the correct way. Definitely I will create the video for that, but yes, in this video you just know about, write the user story. The third step is you have to start writing the user stories regarding your features, regarding your outcomes and all these things. So we will definitely discuss later in the video, but yes, this is the third step. Fourth is add acceptance criteria. You would be confusing कि यार ये तो बताया नहीं है acceptance criteria क्या होता है and all that. For now you just need to take care that every user story should have the acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria in short is something like what are the things is available and what are the things we need to outcome as a this story. So you have to create the acceptance criteria for that. Now next is estimate the user story. Guys, if you start estimating the user story, then definitely you and your team will come to know that okay, what are the work that we need to do, and you can say that how the things should be done, or how much time it will take, and all these things. You will definitely come to know about all these things if you are creating your product backlog, and if you step by step follow this process. Definitely this will help you to create your product backlog. Now let's go ahead and discuss about managing the product backlog. Guys, product backlog is not something like that you just create it and done. No, it's like regular you can say that regular refinement it is required, and all these things you need to work regularly, manage the product backlog. So I'm going to give you the step by step processes to manage your product backlog. The first step is prioritization. Prioritization is really very important in your product backlog, guys, because if you don't know what are the feature need to be built in the next 15 days or in the next month, then definitely it will definitely not give you the output that you want or whatever the customer needs. So definitely you need to put all the prioritization in your product backlog items. Now next is refinement. Refinement means you definitely need to reconsider, or you can say realign or reprioritize your feature, your epic, your user stories in the product backlog. If you will not do on the basis of the customer feedback, on the basis of your business needs and all these things, so you have to do the refinement on the regularly basis. Okay, now third is adding details. Adding details means, let's suppose some of the user stories you did not add the details and everything. You just keep adding the details, keep adding your, like you can say that, information as much as possible. So this will help you to estimate the user stories and everything. Okay, so you need to take care of these things. Now fourth is stakeholder feedbacks. Stakeholder feedbacks means you have to be very clear that whoever is the stakeholder for your product, means your business guys, your marketing guys, your sales guys, your customers and everyone, like your teams and everyone technical, whoever is the stakeholder for your product, you should get the feedback for your product backlog on the regularly basis from your stakeholders. So that is definitely important. Now the last but not the least, removing obstacle items. Removing obstacle items. The spelling can be mistake, but yes, you can understand. Removing obstacle items means, like, there will be a lot of items that would be dependent on other items, or that they may have some other dependencies, obstacles and everything. So you need to reconsider the things every time, that okay, is this item fulfilling the DOR or not? If the DOR is not fulfilling, what is stopping to fulfill the DOR? So if you want to know about definition of ready, then definitely I have created one another video for is DOR and DOD, so you can definitely watch that. But for now, you just need to make sure that every item, you can say that every product backlog item should fill the DOR, and this can be only filled by when you are removing the obstacle for that item. If you follow this step in your product management or managing your product, then definitely your product backlog will be very clear, and it will give you the direction for your product. So now let's go to the you can say that next step is who is involved in your product backlog. Guys, this is really very important, because if you know that who is going to be involving in your product backlog management, then definitely it will help you. The number one is the product owner, guys. Why is that? Because the product owner is the person who owns this product backlog. If your product owner doesn't know that what's going on in product backlog and all these things, then you have to see that and sit with your product owner and check that what's going on in product backlog and everything. Now next is yeah, definitely if you want to learn more about product backlog, I have already created the product owner like a responsibility and everything, so you can definitely see the link in the description. Now next is development team, guys, or you can say the cross functional team. So you have to be very clear that the development team also estimate properly, give the technical insights every time, like give their you can say that the collaborative way to manage your product backlog. Because if your product like a development team is not giving the insights on your product backlog, then it will definitely hamper your product development. So you have to be very clear. The third is Scrum Master. Okay, Scrum Master should be aware about your product backlog. Okay, refinement sessions and everything, like whatever is going on in your product backlog as well. Scrum Master also be aware that what would be my next like a next priority, next release, what would be the items in my next sprint and everything. So Scrum Master should know each and everything. Now next is the fourth is stakeholder, guys. Then again it is again the something like business owners or customers and everything. You have to get the feedback from your stakeholders, business owner, customers and everything. So definitely this is also very important. So you have to be take care all these four people, or you can say the four roles that has to be working on your product backlog. So in nutshell, what I would say that creating a product backlog, clear and actionable work that will definitely help you to you can say that deliver a customer centric product. Okay, how it will help? The first is align the team with your business goals. Okay, if your product backlog is really very clear, then it will definitely help team to business goals. First is. Second is it will definitely improve the sprint planning. Okay, third is it will definitely increase your transparency with your team members, with your stakeholders and all these things. And fourth is deliver fast delivery of customer value. Okay, if your product backlog is very clear, then definitely it will help you to deliver the customer centric product. Okay, so always be very clear. So that's all for this video. If you really like this video, then definitely you can like this video, share with your friends, and if you don't understand anything, please put your comment in the chat, like a comment. I will definitely help you, or I will definitely personally answer about your questions. So if you are a startup founder, I hope this video will help you. If not, please put into the comments so I can add more value into this video, or I can like you can put your questions as well. So thank you and see you in the next video.